Welcome to the Online Zone here on Card Player TV. I'm your host, Julio Rodriguez, and today we are joined by Johnathan Westra. How you doing, Johnathan?
Not too bad, Julio. How's it going?
Now, for those of you who don't know, Johnathan won the Bodog tournament this Sunday and then finished second in the Nightly 100 Grand later that evening. Pretty good Sunday for you, right, Johnathan?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, those were my only two catches of the day, but at least I made them count. And the Bodog 100K has been one I've been chasing for about 5 years now.
Yeah, you've been very successful on Bodog, but for some reason you just couldn't lock down that tournament. Was it just one of those barriers you just couldn't get over?
I mean, it used to be a $100 buy-in, so it was a little bit bigger field in the past, and I final tabled a decent amount, but high variance fields, I mean, it just feels good to finally get one in.
Now, did you feel like you were cruising? I mean, what's the quality of field like these days?
The quality field's getting a little bit more difficult since it became a $150 buy-in, but it's still fairly soft in comparison to like the 75K on Tilt or the nightly 100K or 100K on Stars. But yeah, it's difficult field, but it gets a little bit easier at the end. The final table is a lot softer than some different sites.
So now you are a member of Team Bodog. What's the tournament scene like on Bodog? I mean, I know we don't have a ton of qualifying events for Online Player of the Year on that site, but at the same time, there is a lot of value. Am I right?
There's definitely a lot of value to be made there. You can make a good living on Bodog's tournaments, but it's just something that the field sizes have dropped because of the recession and just different sites taking off. But yeah, the 100K is great quality. They have a good nightly tournament. It's a good all-around lineup for mid to a little bit higher stake online player.
Now, I want to talk about your live success. You've taken down 4 events in, Bellagio, Venetian, and then you head over to the circuit events in Tunica and New Orleans. What's the major difference between those two different venues, playing down south or playing in Las Vegas?
Down south, way more fun and a lot easier fields. You can get people to drink with you down south, and then the tables are a little bit more fun. They're more social. Fields in Vegas have become increasingly more difficult, and then as time's gone on, the fields have dropped. The 1K's there now. I mean, they're not getting the big fields, and they're a bunch of online players. Where in the south, you get a bunch of regulars. You still get the online players, too, but it's a little bit bigger fields and a little bit more fun to sit down there in the south and play.
Now, the last time we talked, you had just bought a house. You were still living in Gainesville, going after your degree. How's that going for you?
It's going fairly well, a little slow and steady, but whatever. I took a couple semesters off to do some live traveling. Now I'm back more onto the online grind and doing school a little bit more. Hopefully going to do my grad school coming up in another year and see where poker takes me from there.
Now, full disclosure for my viewers, your screen name is UF Poker Star. You obviously go to the University of Florida. I'm wearing my Gators sweatshirt right now. I know this won't air until after the game, but what do you think, Florida, Alabama? You confident?
I have Florida big there, and I'd probably go 34-17. And right now, I'm actually packing a bag, debating and driving to Atlanta tomorrow.
Well, you'll have a hell of a lot more fun than I will being stuck down at the Bellagio. I'm not as confident as you, but I hope your prediction turns out right. Either that or we'll both look really stupid when this airs next week.
People pick on me all the time online on Gator losses anyways with my name, so you got to go with the good and the bad, but times are good right now to be a Gator.
So are we going to see you on any major tournament stops coming up? Are you satellited into Bahamas yet?
Actually, right now, I'm getting ready for a bigger spring semester. I don't travel too much with the fall because of the Gators and the school life and all that. But spring opens up a little bit more for me. I'm going to do PCA, hopefully get to the Tunica and Biloxi series also. Those are real good in the south. And then make my way to Vegas for the summer. So do a little bit of grinding, a little bit of school, and then hopefully make some money and all that.
Perfect. Well, Johnathan, I wish you the best of luck with poker and with school and, of course, with the Gators. And I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much, Julio. It was great doing the interview.
Perfect. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching the Online Zone right here on Card Player TV.